I retransmitted it just as you had requested, Master. Then we decided to come and rescue you.
Good job.
Poor Anakin, all Obi-Wan does is criticize him, but that was still pretty funny. I have no clue what this thing is, but man, I love the noise it makes. Frankly, all three of these animals are kinda iconic to me, especially the noises they make. This goes back to the prequels just having brilliant sound design.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
He said it.
Just relax, concentrate.
What about Padme?
She seems to be on top of things.
What did Padme use to unlock her handcuffs? Was it a hair clip that she put into her mouth earlier? Well, that would make sense considering she probably needs like a dozen hair clips just to keep her infinite number of hairstyles to stay up. That would hurt like a bitch. But let's be real, the only reason why Lucas had Padme get scratched is so we could see her midriff for the rest of the battle. Lucas definitely knows his audience. God, I hate New Gun Ray.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something. He's the worst. But I gotta give Padme credit. This is a pretty athletic thing to do. Also, hanging like that with the handcuffs must kill her wrists. You know, that's a new Force ability that was introduced in this movie. Being able to control animals with the Force. I don't know if it's more influence than control, but either way, you guys get my point. How her lady parts aren't absolutely destroyed from that jump is beyond me. Her spine probably should have snapped from that kind of fall too. I guess she's just the woman of steel. By the way, within the past week, this new image of Natalie Portman in the next Thor movie came out, and the memes coming out about if Padme had looked like this in Star Wars are so funny. I saw someone call her Chadme, which I'm absolutely gonna start using. Get it. The whole point of them being here was that they were supposed to get executed. That's what Poggle the Lesser said earlier. So their first attempt at turning the execution into a game failed. So why don't these droids just start shooting them down on the spot? I can't complain too much. The amount of plot armor in every Star Wars movie is insane. So this is technically staying true to that.
Master Windu, how pleasant of you to join us.
This party's over.
I feel like Mace Windu doesn't get to act like a typical Samuel L. Jackson character. Him saying party's over is one of the few times in this movie where I feel like I'm watching Samuel L. Jackson. I love how many of these Jedi I can recognize. We got Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, Aayla Secura, Luminara Unduli, Shaak Ti, Kit Fisto, Barriss Offee, Agen Golar, and Coleman Trebor. I'm so proud to be a nerd. Why does Mace Windu just let them walk away? I would have at least tried to kill Dooku or Jango Fett first, or even Poggle the Lesser. He's a separatist leader. I don't care how much you hate the prequels, seeing all these Jedi in battle is just awesome. This is supposedly the height of the Jedi Order, which makes sense that we see this, and boy is it cool.
What's all this noise? A battle! There's been some terrible mistake. I'm programmed for etiquette, not destruction.
Ugh, I hate C-3PO being part of this battle. It's just not funny, I don't know. Alright, that was pretty cool. I feel like realistically Jango should be dead from this, but I'll allow it. I love the stare that Mace Windu gives after killing Jango. I take back what I said earlier. This is also a Sam L. Jackson moment. Oh, and poor Boba. That grin was pretty funny. You know, this scene has a lot of little funny moments that I really like. I remember disliking this battle a lot more than I actually do on this rewatch.
We call this a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
This is the kind of banter that I love from Star Wars. I just wish the prequels had more of it. Alright, that's a pretty cool shot.
Look!
How did no one see this coming? It's completely quiet for a few seconds, and after Padme says look, there's capital ships in the sky and gunships moving down to help. Did no one in the Separatist army feel like warning Count Dooku? Oh hey, a Republic army is entering the planet's atmosphere. Let's not warn Count Dooku about it. That's probably the Separatist logic. The Republic gunship, aka the LAAT, is a badass ship design.
If Dooku escapes, rally more systems to his cause, he will.
If only Mace Windu could have easily killed him earlier. Oh wait, my bad.
How could the Jedi come up with an army so quickly?
We must send all available droids into battle.
There are too many.
You guys notice how the way Nute Gunray's mouth is moved just doesn't line up with the words that are coming out of his mouth?
We must send all available droids into battle.
At first I thought maybe my file got screwed up and misaligned the audio, but Dooku's dialogue matches his mouth. Watching this battle here makes me realize how much the sequels messed up in terms of new vehicles. I feel like a big reason why so many people love the prequels, even though they aren't the best movies, is because a lot of the shit in these movies are so cool. Like, you got all these clones in cool armor, and you have all these different droids, whether they be simple battle droids or these spider-looking droids, and there are so many cool vehicles as well. As a boy, I just wanted to collect all these toys because they were so awesome. The sequels don't really have any cool vehicles. They have newer models of stuff from the original trilogy, but like, are these bombers in The Last Jedi cool? No. If you kept the exact same story, but the Resistance and the First Order had new vehicles, that would be so awesome. Certain made-up languages actually feel like they could be real languages, like the Dothraki or Valyrian languages from Game of Thrones feel like real languages, but the way the Geonosians speak just does not feel like a real language, just a mixture of noises.
I will take the designs with me to Coruscant. They will be much safer there.
So this movie took place 22 years before A New Hope, so we can safely say that it took around 20 years to build the Death Star, but then in Return of the Jedi, they managed to partially build a larger Death Star in only 3 to 4 years? Bullshit! This little sequence here is actually really cool. This may be a hot take, but I don't think the prequels are well known for having good cinematography. But this shot in the sandstorm is awesome.
I need you. If we catch him, we can end this war right now. We have a job to do.
I don't care. Put the ship down.
You will be expelled from the Jedi Order.
Why? Why would he be expelled from the Jedi Order? I mean, Anakin was tasked in this movie to protect Padme, but does that all of a sudden change because they're in a battle now? Also, Anakin does so many worse things in the Clone Wars. He disobeys the Council so many times that it becomes a recurring joke in the show. Anakin also commits war crimes on the daily and never gets expelled. But simply having a gunship land so they can ensure an important senator is safe is expelled worthy? Nonsense.
The droid army is in full retreat. Well done, Commander.
I'm assuming the reason Lucas included this shot of Yoda thinking for a few seconds was so he could show up and help fight Dooku later on. Like somehow Yoda could sense where Dooku was going and that Anakin and Obi-Wan would need help. Is that how the Force works? I don't even really know anymore. And is this even what the point of this scene is? I could be totally wrong.
You're gonna pay for all the Jedi that you killed today, Dooku.
We'll take them together. You're going slowly on the left.
Taking him
now!
No, Anakin, no! No!
You go in slowly on the left feels so weird to say. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. That's probably a total nitpick, but it still feels off.
We better get back to the forward command center.
No. No. Gather what troops you can. We've got to get to that hangar. Get a transport.
Hey, how do you know they were going to a hangar? When you fell off the gunship, they were still chasing Dooku in the air. What a bitch. Obi-Wan got 2 measly cuts and he's out for a whole fight. Kylo Ren got stabbed and poked by a lightsaber and got shot by a bowcaster, but people still call him a bitch. Not fair. Also, if you notice throughout this whole fight, Dooku makes so many weird faces. Like this one is just funny, but here he makes another funny face too. I don't know if this was just Christopher Lee being old or Lucas actually wanted him to make these faces. You know, besides Rey using the 2 lightsabers to kill Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker, this 10-second sequence is the only time in the movies we see someone use 2 lightsabers to fight. I guess besides Grievous too, but he's not a human. You'd think for a style of fighting we see so often in the animated shows, we would see it more often in the movies too. I guess not though. This is really bad directing, I'm sorry. I'm just baffled that the Duel of the Fates fight in The Phantom Menace was so well filmed, and then this fight is so poorly filmed. Wide angles and long takes are part of what makes a fight good to watch, not these kinds of shots. Ouch. This part of the fight is so stupid. Dooku must know that Yoda is probably the most powerful Jedi. Does he really think that throwing objects at him is gonna accomplish anything? Yeah, call me a boomer, but I just don't like seeing Yoda with a lightsaber. Yoda seemed above all that in The Empire Strikes Back. Also, the way he fights is so silly. The Phantom Menace had really good choreography because it felt real. Watching Yoda fight here does not feel real. Also, why does he walk with a cane if he can do all these flips?
Just the beginning.
I feel like this is the lamest way to end a lightsaber fight. Dooku just moves a random object and runs away. I get that Dooku needs to survive, but George could have thought of something a bit more clever than that. That is the strangest ship design. What's even the point of having this weird umbrella looking thing in front of the ship? It's not like there's wind and space to propel you forward. I love how Padme runs straight to Anakin and hugs him in front of both Obi-Wan and Yoda. It's like they're not even trying to hide their relationship. Seeing this other part of Coruscant that's more industrial is pretty cool.
You have done well.
I have good news for you, my lord. The war has begun.
Excellent.
I'm going to talk about this way more when I'm covering Revenge of the Sith, but Palpatine has the most convoluted plan in the history of anything, and this is the start of that. As a Clone Wars fan, this is really cool. I love every second of these shots. There is absolutely no reason that these two should be getting married. From a narrative perspective, it accomplishes absolutely nothing. Had they just been secretly dating in Revenge of the Sith, the movie plays out in the exact same way. And from an in-universe perspective, it makes them both seem like irresponsible people. Marriage is a huge commitment. They spent some time together for what, a few days, and now they're getting married? This is like the Star Wars equivalent of going to Vegas and getting married. But to round out the movie, we got the last Padme outfit. And that is the ending of Attack of the Clones. Next week, we will begin covering Revenge of the Sith along with the Obi-Wan series, so stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't forget to unite the Claude Squad, and I will see you guys next time.